Greetings, my fellow warriors, boy Meckanimal, and today we're going to discuss about what's been going on for the past year regarding my leg training. Many of you who have been following me have probably noticed that I have not been back squatting, or front squatting for that matter, in quite some time. I would say about a year now. The last time I back squatted was December 2018. So what happened is in December 2018, I decided that I was gonna peak for a few weeks to try to break my new PR for pistol squat. So fast forward January, February, I decided to cut out the back squat, and I consecrate solely my time on the pistol squat for 8 weeks, and which I did, and by March I peaked to break my PR of 145, and the new one set was 155 pounds. So after that I've started deadlifting more, and I realized that because of the amount of work, the workload that my body has had to adapt to for the past few years, in addition to my gymnastic skill training, I was making slow progress, very slow progress. That was my assessment of it. To verify it, I had to put my body through a new test, which is make the harsh decision to cut out my leg training. And unlike many people, my leg size are pretty voluminous already, and the main reason why I was still working leg was because of the strength training, which is the main reason why I'm exercising anyway. So as much as I like to train leg, I made a decision to slowly cut out the amount of lower body stimulation, or at least the powerlifting, the barbell pump on movement. I had to take it out of the equation because the powerlifting movement, they are as taxing as gymnastic movement, and gymnastic being even more taxing or so because it requires many more muscle group to work in synergy. So I realized that I was working with two very demanding entities, and I had to make the decision to pick one of them, which it was very easy to do because not only the upper body being my weakness being really subjective compared to what I can do on my lower body, upper body wise. I was much weaker, and which was actually due to the hindrance on my lower body. So it was all making sense for me to just put aside the lower body workload, and then use that recovery capability to allocate that recovery capability to the upper body training. And I was getting so close to some of these gymnastic skills that I was training for that it was very easy to make, and which is what I did. So chronology wise, from January to March, I've focused on the pistol squat. I got it out of the way, and from there I just kept deadlifting every other week because I know deadlifting was taxing on my system. But given that I was so attached to training lower body, I couldn't let go of working legs, which I did, and slowly I reduced it to alternating between volume intensity every other week. And then finally I pick it to maybe just every 3 weeks I do a deadlift session. Very hard to do because I wish I could deadlift every week. And then slowly I found myself just sporadically deadlifting just because I felt like it. So it took in August, when my mom passed, I had to take a little deload because I had to take some time off for myself. So I considered a deload, even though I kept working out, but very much low volume I did, and I did a lot more of stretching and stuff like that. And in the summertime, I've developed, I've worked toward developing the elbow tendonitis that I mentioned. That did a lot of impossible dip. So that impossible dip from July to August has built up to triggering some type of inflammation on my elbow, which came out of nowhere. I already made a video regarding it. So on top of that, and the little mini deload that I took, from there I shut down completely deadlift out of my training session, and that's pretty much the last time I've done like a big compound movement. From August until now, I have not touched a deadlift bar. I have not touched a barbell squat, which is pretty much a good what you call it, trimester, or 4 months. Yeah, from there. Yeah, so it's been like 4 months I haven't deadlift. And in terms of squatting, if you want to count the pistol squat, since March I haven't done any type of barbell squat. And if you want to count the barbell squat, since December I haven't touched a barbell to perform a squat with both legs. So that's what I did. So this 2019 I've still worked leg, but squat wise I've really tried to back off completely as much as possible, and it's been successful, because as you can see, now it's been a long time I've been chasing the front lever. Now I'm knocking on the door of success. Now almost there. I have to polish the foam. Now planche has been tremendously good, because I'm better at pushing anyway, and just enjoying the process. So it did work. The fact that I've cut out the amount of stress to my body to recover from, and allocate that solely to the skill training, is being awesome. And it's really hard. I so wish I could get back to training some compound movement, but I know even if I program myself to be mindful of the total volume, I love legs so much that I'm gonna find myself working hard, and then we're gonna get back to status quo. But what I may do is have somebody maybe write me some powerlifting movements. I mean, limiting to deadlift and squat, and just really low volume for me to just keep that stimulation going. And by the time I've consolidated the skill that I'm working in gymnastic, then I can just do enough to maintain the skill, and from there, boost up my lower body strength training volume. So that's the plan that I have now. I'm not sure when. Something is telling me to just start right now, but I don't know. I will see how it goes. I took the last 2 weeks of the year to deload, and I did push hard. Now I'm deloading hard, and next week is gonna be the start of my new mesocycle. I've already planned 2 months ahead of training, so I'm so looking forward to it, because I know it's gonna be tremendous. Right now I can't even feel it again. It's kind of it's an evolution under that. I can feel it, even though I still feel a little fatigue. But from the few sessions that I did this week of deload, I can see that it's gonna be really, really, really good, and I'm looking forward to next year. And the one thing that I've done to maintain the stimulation of leg training without touching the barbell is focusing on stuff like the dragon squat. So if it wasn't really for the fact that I had to cut out the barbell, I probably wouldn't have focused on the lower body leg skill training. So this is one of the perks of having sacrificed the raw strength training of it and work more on the skill of calisthenics, and which is the reason why I did start it anyway. It was more about the arts part of it, and which is the reason why I've been focusing on the skill so far for the past 2 years, because I wanted to rekindle the reason why I started it all. And I realized that I strayed away so much from the essence of it, because everybody want to do some weighted calisthenics and all like that, and we all end up looking like powerlifters, which is, when you look at it, that straight lifting thing is kind of those who wanna do powerlifting and who wanna do calisthenics, and those who excel at it are those who figure out, oh shit, I can just stay in the street lifting and enjoy the practicing. But the thing is, you by just strictly street lifting, it's not really that the art part of it is a little bit tarnished, because you see a lot of street lifters who can move a lot of tonnage, but they can't really perform skills. So I want to have a balance of it. So right now, it's just my time to consolidate the skill, unlock them, and then I can get back to some, weighted calisthenics that I may just do for reinforcement, for accessory. Because you never know. Anyway, I may get back to weighted pull up and weighted dip for 1 rep max, but yeah, I don't know. I'd rather crank a lot of one-arm pull-ups and some one-arm handstand. Why not? Because until now, I don't think anybody ever been able to do one-arm handstand. The stuff like that I want to chase and spend maybe my lifetime try to achieve, and in the process guide people in the right direction. So that's what's I digressed a little bit, but that's what's been going on so far. And I did a lot of plyometric work as well to stimulate the high threshold. The high threshold fibers, the type 2 fibers, which are the one that you use for strength anyway. So as opposed to training heavy, I train fast. So one way to maintain to keep them active, so that when I get back to strength training on the lower body, I can pick up fast to where I left it off. So that was the strategy. There's always a way to reach your goal, and there's always some to sacrifice. As much as we want to all be a jack of all trades, we could, but it's gonna take a strategy, an approach of fall back in aspect in regard to certain modality, and then whenever you reach that short-term goal, then you can shift back and change the modalities. So that's that. I did stop training leg, at least the back squat, for the whole year of 2019, and I'm looking forward to get back to in 2020. I hope you guys learned something from my experience. I like to emphasize, I'm a walking guinea pig, and I use the science. I apply that to myself, test it whether it works or not. If it works with me, I will let you guys know to try and see if it works with you. And if it doesn't work, I will let you guys know again. And then for those who will try it, feel free to let us know if it worked for you. So that's about it, man. Your boy Meckanimal. Happy New Year again. Everything is and will always be the Meckanimal way. Salute.